Yeah, package from China. Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video, Wicked Family, we are going to talk about the TV box or the mini Nvidia Shield from China. Yes, because this thing looks a little bit like an Nvidia Shield, so I'm thinking, alright, I just wanted to show you here on the channel. So it comes in this black box, not a lot of information on it. TT TV box. Alright, so if you need to believe the box, this one has 4 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage space, and it works on a 5 volts 2000 mAh power supply. Alright, so let's take a close look at it. Let's see if I can open it and not destroy the box. Alright, so this is the system itself, but we're going to take a close look at it later. What are we going to get? Alright, it folds open like this. We're having the power supply, the Android TV user manual. Let's see what we have here. This is the toilet paper Chinese manual deluxe edition. Look at this. We have a lot of detailed information how to connect to your internet. Alright, so we have an HDMI cable. That's it. There is no... Oh, there is. I want to say there is no keyboard, but there is no keyboard, but we're getting this remote. Very basic. Very... Some people like it. So there's nothing special. I'm going to leave that one on the box because, yeah, who cares about the thing? And let's take a close look at the Nvidia Shield Mini clone. Alright, so let's take a close look at the M9S, because this is the official name of the product, or what I understand. I really like the design. I think you can see it on the video. I really like this Nvidia Shield lookalike. At the right side we're having nothing. At the left side we're finding the SD slot for extending the internal storage. We're having one USB 2, one USB 3, HDMI out, we're having Ethernet in, AV output, and we're having optical out, and here we have the input for the power supply. Alright, so let's take a close look at it. It's a very tiny box, but yeah, let's see what it's capable of. Is it powerful? Can we play some games? Etc, etc, etc. When you go into the dashboard, this is what you're going to get. There's not a lot of things you can change and you're stuck with the thumbnails. The only thing you can do is go to the apps itself, and what you can do is add your favorite apps here. Alright, so let's take a close look with AIDA64 and let's see if they are lying. The manufacturer is Allwinner, a very familiar chip producer. I did notice a lot of chips in the past on other different mainboards. It has 4 GB of RAM. Model number is the M9S. Alright, so this thing runs on a quad core. It has an ARM Cortex A53 that is clocked on 488 MHz. Alright, so it's running on Android Pie number 9. The device is rooted, as we can see over here. I don't know about you, but I was really curious what kind of GPU it was running. This is a GPU dual core Mali T720. It's not the newest, but it is powerful. And we're going to test it out with some games and videos. Alright, so let's take a close look at the YouTube app, and just watching some videos will not be a problem. But we're going to do a small testing with a 4K sample video, and let's see if this box can handle it. So when running this 4K sample, I did notice there are some small minor hiccups. So I have a very big doubt this thing is going to run or stream 4K resolution very smooth. Alright, let's play a little bit of Asphalt 8. It's a very high demanding video game, a game we can all play. So I think it was just a fun idea to just play this game. Let's see how smooth it is going to run on this box. I must say, for let's say a budget box like this, the performance itself was not bad at all. The game runs pretty smooth, and with the high-speed racing, I think for the money we can't complain. Keep in mind it may be an Nvidia Shield Mini clone, but if you look at the performance of the box or the power it's within, it's not bad at all. You cannot compare this with an original Nvidia Shield, of course. So if you take a close look at this box, if it comes to the high-end part, I think this box will not be the perfect fit, simply because it's powerful but not that powerful. But if you want to play some, let's say, retro games or retro emulation, that is not a problem at all. Of course, if it comes to the emulation, it will have its limitations. For example, playing these old games, and I'm talking about 8-bit, 16-bit, arcade, that will not be a problem at all. And I think nowadays a lot of these Android boxes or Android devices will run these very old games very good. And even running portable devices or 32-bit is not a problem at all most of the time for these boxes. So even if you're having a low end or a cheap box, it's still possible to play all of these old school normal 8, 16-bit and 32-bit games or the portable games. But what is very interesting with these boxes to try some emulation of the next generation. And with next generation I mean, let's say, PlayStation 1, PSP, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo GameCube, because these programs are going to need a lot of power of the hardware. And with, let's say, cheap and lower end boxes, this is always the question, will it run the games good? But when it comes to the PSP, here is where it's always going to get interesting, simply because this is a platform that cannot be emulated very easily, and a lot of these systems have problems with it. And as you can see, also this Nvidia Shield clone has a lot of problems with emulating the PSP. There are, by the way, also not a lot of high-end TV boxes that can play these games. Alright, so this is what we're going to get with the Nvidia Shield Mini Classic from China. It's a basic Android box. It's not very powerful, but if you want to play, let's say, some basic games, it's just fine. Watching 4K can get you a little bit of problems, simply because it's not powerful enough. But just for the casual use, and if you want to play some, let's say, old school retro games, then that will be a big of an issue. We have all the connectors we're going to need, analog and digital. So it's not bad at all for the money. So I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell for more awesome Wicked content. And it would be great to see you in the next video.